Dylan and John. My youngest son, John, was diagnosed with leukemia in 2006, a rare form of leukemia for children. We spent the majority of our time in the hospital for 6 months, and we thought everything was good. He was in remission, he was cancer-free, we were on our way to living a normal life. And then in February of 2008, his cancer came back. He was devastated because he knew how sick he was going to be. Cancer is hard on your entire family, and my daughter, Katie, she said, "I can't do this again." And at that point, we knew our only option was for him to have a bone marrow transplant. And my middle child, Dylan, we knew was a perfect match for the transplant. So in May 2008, John had a bone marrow transplant. Dylan told John, he said, "Don't worry, John." He said, "I have killer marrow." And he did, and he saved John's life. You know, having a bone marrow transplant is like bringing you to the edge of death and then bringing you back, and that's exactly what they did. The bills were starting to come in from the transplant. It was just hanging over my head, and we not worked as much as we could have because we were spending time with him in the hospital, so we just needed money. In August, I was invited to a 31 party, and I was really looking for something to do. I'd spent many days in the hospital and was looking to get out. I wasn't looking to do anything else, but when I saw the party and it was fun and she was selling a lot of stuff, and I thought, wow, I think this is our way out. I can make money doing this and I can pay off the debt. And that's really when my eyes were open to the possibilities of 31. Pretty much, I think it was 2 days later, I signed up to become a consultant. I ended up doing, you know, my start swell then. I sold a lot. I made a lot of money for us. Things were looking really good. Then I promoted to senior director in October of 2010, and then executive director in December of 2010. I've got 445 women on my team right now. I'm able to stay home now to devote more time to doing things with my kids. 2012 will be 4 years since the transplant, and when we make it to 5, he will be declared cancer-free. One of the greatest pleasures I have is watching what everyone can do for other women. I think one of my biggest jobs is empowering women. That is what I do, and motivating them to keep going. When I first started with 31, my why was we needed the money. Now it's changed. Now my why is watching other women be successful with 31 so their lives can be changed the way that my life has been changed. You know where I first saw my first 31 product? In the hospital. It was in the hospital when John had his transplant. I just know that if this terrible thing wouldn't have happened to me, this wonderful thing wouldn't have happened to me as well. I'm Lynn, and that's my why.